talk to you guys a little bit about striking. Basically the proper techniques that I like to use in striking. So first off, we're going to start off by, a lot of people like to throw big right hands and get outside of their knees. So I want you guys to really focus on staying inside of our knees. What I mean by that is all my punches, all my movements, whether it be MMA or Thai boxing, I need to stay my base inside my knees. So we're gonna go through some drills that I like to do to stay within my knees and keep everything solid in between my base. Now what I mean by in between my knees is when you guys' head gets outside your knees, I get off balance. I can be pushed over and I can't come back with the proper technique. So everything I wanna do is within my knees. First way I'm gonna have you guys do is proper technique with our proper distance. So of course when I'm striking, I want my chin down, my knees bent, full extension on my punches. I know I'm punching correctly because my shoulders hit me in the jaw. My chin's down, my knees are bent, all the way out, my own shoulder hits me in my jaw. So this is how I know that everything's correct, everything's long. I'm in my base, I'm right in between my knees. Really wanna overemphasize stomping our feet when we're striking with our pad holder, hitting the bag, whatever we wanna do. So I'm gonna demonstrate how it's done. And remember when we're circling and we're moving, the direction that we're moving is the direction that that arm and that hand hits. So if I'm moving to my right, it's right hand, right foot. If I'm moving to my left, it's left hand, left foot. Moving backwards, right hand, moving forward, left hand, left hand. So just keep those in mind as you're moving around and doing this. So forward, overemphasizing my stomping. Chin down, knees bent. Step, 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 step. Moving back, remember, right foot, right hand. Whatever direction I'm going, the direction I want to move. So a good technique and a good thing that I do when I'm training while I'm warming up is getting a tempo. And what I mean by a tempo is that's a tempo of the speed and the rhythm that I fight at. So when you guys are walking around and you're playing around and you're just learning how to strike, you guys mess around with your buddies will mess around correctly, So full extension on my punches, everything inside my knees. Now when I'm moving, I like to create a base, like a beat. So when I step, I punch, my foot hits, so does my punch hits my target, my glove, my bag, whatever I'm striking. So when I'm moving, chin down, full extension, my foot's beating with me, right? Same thing with my cross, step, 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 step. Over exaggerate when you guys are training and you're going through this with a stomping because that's gonna help you when you're sparring and keeping that tempo that I'm moving with. I'm staying in my base, I'm staying between my legs, I'm staying between my knees, my head's not getting out, so step, 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 step. My feet are coming with me, my base is with me at all times, so whether I'm striking and now I have to sprawl, or I'm striking and I have to kick, my feet are with me, my base is with me. So nice and easy, step, 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 step. My chin's down, my shoulders are tagging myself in the jaw, that's how I know I'm doing this correctly, like I said. So whether I'm moving, I don't have to necessarily be striking, but I want that tempo, that beat, so when I do strike, and I am moving forward, and I am moving back, my beat is with me. So same thing forward, I like to go jab, cross forward on a pair of pads, cross, hook back. So step, 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 step. Jab, cross hook, right? Jab, cross hook. Step, 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 step. I'm bringing my feet with me. I'm moving, I'm circling. My feet are always in between my base. So with the beat, with the motion, with the tempo that we're going, I want you guys, start moving in a circle because when we're sparring, we're not just forward and backward. We have angles, we have movement. So I want you guys to start circling and just find a nice area in your house, your room, in your gym, wherever you're training, and start moving. Move to the right, move to the left, right? Keep my tempo. And as you guys are moving, I want you on your feet beat, I want you guys to strike. So that way I'm not sparring, boom, 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 I stop and then throw. That happens a lot. You guys are sparring, moving back and forth with your partner, and you'll be moving, you'll stop, then you'll strike. I want to kind of camouflage my strikes with my tempo. So as I'm moving in my circle, I'm moving. I want you guys just to get in that beat. As my feet hit, so do my hands, right? I'm moving, I'm striking, step, 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 step. Whether I'm moving forward, backwards, or to the side, I want you guys with the tempo. Step, 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 right? Forward, forward. And really work on your bringing my feet, because whether I have to knee, sprawl, kick, whatever I have to do, I have my tempo, I have my beat, everything's with me. Okay guys, so the reason that I have you guys doing this step is because that's where my power comes from. My power is in my hips. My power is not in my arms. I don't care how big and strong you are, you know? Everything I do where I'm kicking, I'm kneeing, I'm striking is all coming from my core and my hips, you know? This is where all my power is. So when I'm stepping, it's allowing me to really push off my back foot and drive through my punches. You know, that's where all my strength and all my power come from. So a quick drill for you guys to do to learn that this is what I don't want happening. I don't want your head outside your knee and you guys lifting up your back foot. It happens all the time. You know, everyone can throw the big club punch. You know, that's not what we want. So, quick drill, learn it with my right hand. Stand on your right foot. Bring your left foot in heaven. Take a step. As I step, I'm pushing with my back foot. Pushing and I'm punching as I step. Boom, right? Long, chin down, my knees bent when I land. So, this is just to keep me to learn to push off my back foot. So, same when we're step, I'm pushing off my back foot. It's just getting me to really explode and really push off my back with my right hand. Same thing with my jab. Stand, exact same thing. Pushing and jab. Pushing and jab. Same exact motion that we're doing with our step. Push, 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 push. I really guys want to get a habit of using the body kinetics to work for you. You know, don't just try and stand and chunk. I want you guys moving, camouflaging all your strikes in your movement, you know? Really get a habit of pushing, turning your hips. When I'm kneeing, really turning my hips, kicking, turning my hips, you know? All my power comes from my hips. So nice long jabs, full extension, knees bent, nice long crosses, you know? My power is at the end of my punches. I don't want to see you guys jamming your punches. I want full extension, chin down, knees bent. So earlier I talked about finding your correct range and the distance that you want to strike at. So when I'm sparring and I'm moving around and hitting the bag or training, I like to find my distance. My distance that is all the way out, my knees bent. So the best way to do that with your pad holder, your bag at home, however you can, is find your opponent, find your bag, wherever you are, put your chest all the way out, chin down, right? Take a whole step back. Now I know this is my distance sparring and training. Chin down, knees bent, I know that I can strike my opponent from this distance. So again, I want you guys to find your bag, find your partner, full length arm, take an entire step back. So when I'm in proper striking form, chin down, knees bent, I'm in striking range. So in conclusion, guys, you know, I really want you bending your knees, keeping that chin down, nice full extension on my punches. Remember, my head in between my knees, whether I'm moving, I want you guys solid under your base, right? No head over here when I'm hooking. I don't want my feet up. I want everything nice and solid and long. So, head in our knees. Full extension on our punches. Keep our tempo or our beat. Whatever my tempo is might not be your tempo. So make your own tempo when you're sparring and you're playing around and you're joking around with your friends. And everybody does it. I did it. When you're first learning to kick, first learning to punch, you want to punch and kick everything. So punch and kick everything, but do it correctly. Stay long. You know, do it right. And thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.